So it's not as nice as it was yesterday. It's only about 30 degrees today. The sun's not out, but it's not bad. There's no big wind or anything like that. So day 2 of the barn build. Today working on more 8x12s. Get the trailer and the tractor connected and try to run through some of these 8x12s before the sun goes down. It is already late in the day. It's almost 2 o'clock. Sun sets about 5:30. So I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can. Ball for the tractor so that I can put this trailer on here. The kind of a standard ball hitch won't fit in there, so we're good. I'll hit that thing with the wrench. We'll get this Harbor Freight trailer put on here. This is that, if you haven't seen the other video, this is the $349 Harbor Freight trailer, and it's okay. No real complaints about it. Now, I haven't used it a ton. I only kind of built it, but it was pretty easy to build. And we're ready to go. There's one. One more. I was supposed to actually do 6 yesterday. Looking at the prints this morning, so 6 are cut this way. So I'll hit these 2 that I'm about to pull up here. Then I'll shorten these 2 down to 12 feet, and then we'll start slotting them. We'll slot all these, move them out of the way, and head to the next one. This specific timber, that specific timber right there won't move. It's like it weighs 100 pounds more than everything else. So that last one wasn't too big of a deal, although I'm huffing and puffing. So let's see what we can do here. You know what I bet would work? It would be those, those appliance straps that, like, you see movers using them. I'll bet you that would make moving these things quite a bit easier. And I understand there's only one of me. But once you get this on, put the strap on it, lift, and it'd probably be pretty simple, or simpler. I'm gonna try to give this one as much space as I can get it to pivot. Got that one. Let's flip her up. There we go. Got him. Once you put this on a couple times, one, it gets easier. Two, it doesn't damage it, but it scores the bar a little bit, so you can see exactly where your screw adjustment should be going, which makes it a little bit easier for you. That. We're good to go. Ooh-wee, that was a close one. That is right there. Yesterday I was cutting a bunch that were 13 and whatnot. So I'm going to Carpenter told me once, he said, you want good lines? He said, put your pencil on the mark that you made, then bring the square to it. Okay, we have to slot these. Each one gets one slot, different tool, and I'm going to do that right now. So new tool. Okay, so we're going to measure all these out at 5.5. And that's for the slot. So there's 5.5 right there. Okay, so I've got the slotter on here, and I've already slotted one, and it worked out, no problems. Okay, so the way it works, this works is you've got a couple of screws right there that you put into the end grain. Then you've got this stopper, so if you're doing a series of cuts that are the same, you can set this stopper right there, and everything will be the same. You take your Pro Slotter, start it right in there, and boom. Now the hardest part for me, and I had to do it a couple of different times, is getting the measurement right so that I got a 5.5-inch cut where I needed a 5.5-inch cut. And as you can see, if we can look right down there, it's a good cut. Throws a lot of long shavings. Pretty simple. So I'll get this going and let you see it. So I obviously got a hold of the blade with the generator going. Not something I'm thrilled about, but keep my hand off the trigger. That one went in a lot better. grab it, I have to grab the chain. If I had two chainsaws, one to cut the ends and one to slot, it would be ideal. This is a 20-inch blade. It's a long chainsaw to make a 5-inch slot. That's part of probably my problem. But I'm just grabbing it like that. If you had maybe a, I don't know, 14, 16-inch bar or something like that, it would be ideal. Let me bring you over here and let you see this. So, I mean, it's a perfect slot, right on the money. Like that, I'll grab it, yank, slide it out. Set it down, move on to the next one. Pretty simple, man. So they're all slotted, ready to go. What I want to do is I want to mark this because I've got this unit for the slotter in perfect position. So I'm going to mark the crap out of that bar so that I really know where it's at. And then I'm going to take this off. And the way you take this off, inside here, it's kind of hard for me to see with the thing turned around the other way. It's a 9/16 wrench that finishes tightening everything down. Then you just reach in with the Allen wrench here and slide her off, and that's it. So barn build, driving down a dirt road, barn build day 2 is in the books. Everything is going as planned, a little slower. Today I actually got more done than I thought I would. When I got home yesterday, I realized that I was supposed to cut 6 beams rather than 4. So obviously you watched me cut those other 2 beams and get everything slotted and kind of learn how to work that slotter. And then moving those things around on the tractor. So overall, I'm really happy with the way things are going so far. So I got about another dozen or so of those 8x12s, so some good heavy lifting, and then we'll be on to some of the lighter stuff, and hopefully we can keep things moving along before winter really kind of sets in. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you on barn build day 3.